Hey, welcome back to Nelson's Bike Shop. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the valve cover seals on a BMW K75 motorcycle. You will need a 10mm wrench, a torque wrench, and a little drain pan under the bike like I have right there in case you have any spills. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take the valve cover off. I believe there are 8 bolts on there, and yes, in the bottom left I did break that one off previously, but don't worry about it, it should still work fine. And there are also seals on the bolts themselves, but I'm not replacing those and they're still going to work fine. You just want to be careful not to lose them, otherwise you're going to spill oil and you don't want to do that. I also took this front cover plate off. It's not the valve cover, it's actually something separate, which gets you to look at the spark plugs. You don't have to do this, but it was a little easier for me to reach that bolt when I took it off. Now that you've taken your cover off, you can take a look at your old seals and you can rip them out of there because you're not going to use them anymore. So on my center seal, it was actually a little bit dirtier than I expected, and I'm pointing out that little piece that's coming off. So now you can grab your new seals. You put them in the same way you saw them before. But before you just put them in, you want to put some oil around your seals, and this is important when you're putting in new seals. You don't want them to crack, and they'll last a whole lot longer if you put oil around them. It lubricates it and the seal becomes way better. It'll mold to the engine much easier when you do this. It's very important that you put grease on them. Otherwise, you're gonna buy a new seal and do this every year, which is good for me because you can give me more views, but not good for your wallet. One last tip I have for you is be patient. My seals were not malleable to my valve cover, and they popped out frequently when I was trying to put this back on. So just be patient in the process. Eventually it worked for me, but as you can see when I put this one up, it just popped out right there. Then I put the other side back in, and then that one pops out, and I needed my brother to help me. Suffice to say, it went on like this for some time, but eventually I got the cover back on. And finally, this is where the torque wrench comes in. Now, before you just wrench down your bolts and call it good, you have to make sure that you torque this correctly for the torque spec rated for the BMW K75. So for the BMW K75, it is rated at 6 foot-pounds of torque. It's not a lot, and it doesn't need a lot. That's because they're rubber seals. If you put too much pressure on them, it's not good for the seals, and if you over-tighten, you're gonna break the bolt like I did with my bottom left. Now you have your seals completed, and look at it now. It looks exactly the same, but it works a heck of a lot better and you're not leaking oil anymore. But anyways, thanks for watching Nelson's Bike Shop. Don't forget to leave a like, and goodbye.